Hola, bienvenidos, and welcome to Buenos Aires. We're actually leaving right now, so welcome slash farewell. I just figured I would take a vlog real quick to talk about how I suck at vlogging, because I got a couple of good shots of the city and everything while we were here, and what we did on Christmas Eve and Christmas, and I'll explain all of that when we get to Uruguay. So I had just tried to take a video on the pool area here in the hotel that we have in Colonia, Uruguay, but because of the fact that I don't have a tripod, and two, a microphone, I just knew it wouldn't be good. So here I am walking along the streets right now. Just found my parents and Lance. You have a key, right? I'm talking about everything we've done from Christmas Eve until now.
Wow.
I know. Alright, so Christmas Eve was a beautiful day in Buenos Aires, and we had so many options in front of us. My friend, who I almost went to Arizona State with, studied here last summer. So she was messaging me all these really cool places to go. And I actually took notes, like wrote down everything that she said, what the foods to try, the drinks to try, the places that she said to go. And so we first went to
Garden of Roses, which is like called the Japanese garden. And I just really wanted to see something that was like blossoming and really pretty, because it's the summer here. So when we got there, because it's Christmas Eve, it was closed, unfortunately. And so then she sent me a taco place that was actually in the same town. He looked it up on his phone and everything, and it said Abierto. And then we get out of the car, and the fabric is closed. And it's Christmas Eve, so like you really can't count on what they say on the internet as far as open and closed. So he did tell us that if we go like a block around the corner, there's like a market or a square or something. So we walked.
Oh my god, there's a dog. It was like a bunch of people selling all these artistic things, and that was really cool. We ate lunch right there, like outside, and just watched the market. We don't typically buy too many things, but our plan was just to go around after and look at all the little arts and crafts to see if there was something that we want to buy. We actually ended up spending a lot of our cash at the restaurant because their credit card thing was not working. We had to go and find a money machine to get cash. So we go like down the street, there's one right there, great, but our card does not work there, and we see other people going around to different machines. Obviously their card isn't working either. And so I asked the girl who works there if there's another one we can go to, and she says there is. She was like 4 blocks down to the right. I'm like, all right, and then I'm like, what does that even mean? And we finally find another one. That one's not working either. And this girl who's also getting money out, and I'm pretty sure she's from Buenos Aires, she says that they just enforced a new law that made getting money out for tourists or something hard, something about taxes. I was just really confused, but she was willing to give us some of their money in exchange for US dollars. So and then we walked back to the market, and they happened to be closing up. So the morning kind of seemed like a little bit of a fail with everything being closed that we wanted to see, and then finding money was pretty hard. Also, a thing with the money machines is that they only allow you to take up to 2,000 of their currency out, which is about 30 something dollars of US. If you try to take out more than 2,000, it doesn't really let you. We tried to take out like 5,000 and it said no. So, and I don't know if it was maybe because the machines weren't working, but we tried also at the airport and at this other place. But every single time that you take out money, they charge you 630 pesos of their currency. So it's kind of like a lot of money when you have to keep taking out 2,000 at a time. But yeah. Oh, there's another dog.
It's a wolf.
It's a wolf. I hope you're okay. So then we flagged down a taxi and we took it over to this church. What's it called?
It's the main part of the center of the city where the presidential palace is.
Yes, we went to the presidential palace, and then there's a really nice basilica. And we were thinking about going to Christmas Eve Mass there, but we were kind of really tired, and so we read that the thing to do on Christmas Eve is to go and drink and stay up until midnight and watch fireworks. And we walked down to where the water is, and that's where they said the fireworks were going to be. So we're going to try to find a bar or something like that, which is what I was having in mind, to go and get up there and watch the fireworks at midnight and maybe have dinner or something like that. And so then we go into the Hilton Hotel, which is also there, and we're like, all right, we're gonna ask them what they think we should do. And so they say that there are for sure gonna be fireworks, but everything's gonna be closed unless you book a reservation with these super fancy places that have all drinks included, that pick you up and drop you off from your hotel, that provide appetizers, main meal, and dessert, and it sounds like this grand thing. Disappointingly, we're not outside on a terrace. It's like an inside terrace. So
really big windows to overlook the fireworks and the harbor and the pier.
Yeah, it was a very pretty view, but I really wanted to be outside. That was kind of what I had in mind. Inside they were doing a tango show, and then in the little spot that we were, they had screens where you could see it, although like with my horrible eyesight I could not see anything. I was sitting there like this because this is how I could see better, but it was just not good. I didn't really even look at the videos when they showed it, but when we got there they served a bunch of appetizers and everything. We were supposed to be sharing a table with 2 other families, and so we're sitting there for about an hour and a half before they even got there, and by that time we had already eaten like half of our main meal, and it was getting on towards 8:30, which would have been great if we got there at that time, because after that it was about 4 hours of absolutely nothing but staying up. Lance and I were kind of like playing games on our phone, unfortunately. Like, we were just bored, I'm sorry, but like waiting 5 hours to see fireworks isn't really what I had in mind. And it was not all you could drink. I asked for a mix, all you could drink of champagne and wine, which sucked. So I couldn't ask for a mixed drink, which is what I typically like to drink if I'm going out. So I had to drink like 10 glasses of champagne just to get my worth out of it. But anyways, right when the fireworks were about to go off, it was about 11:50. Mama was sleeping at the table, and so Lance and I got up and we went downstairs. We're like, let's just go take a walk along the water so that way we could be outside where we want to be when the fireworks go off. And so we go to the doors where we entered, and they're locked. You actually cannot leave, which was really, really irritating to us. But there ended up being a back door that was open, so we walked right out there, and then the fireworks started happening, and I lost Lance, and my parents weren't there. So it was midnight, a very beautiful, great scene, and I was there alone, just, you know, videotaping the fireworks on my phone. And I love fireworks. I think they're such a happy occasion, but it would have been great if we could have all been like together as a family watching them or something like that. I wasn't even with Lance, so yeah. That was our Christmas Eve. Potential for greatness, actually somewhat of a fail, but you can't really blame us because it's Christmas Eve and we're in a different country. So what is there really to do? We're coming in with blind eye. So on Christmas Day, we woke up and we actually just walked to a church right by our hotel, and it was really, really pretty. I loved the service. They had really great singers that stood in the back, and they sang and projected their voice throughout the entire church.
Kind of like an opera singer, all of them. They were great.
It sounded great. Then we walked back to the hotel. Those of us who were feeling good, so excluding Mom.
I'm tired.
She was tired. We took a taxi to La Boca Caminito, like the street where all the art is, and that was really pretty. And I think the art in the street told a really good story about how it was created. They built it off of ships, apparently. After that, Mom and I made seafood chicken mushroom pasta with Parmesan cheese, and that was actually really good. And then we played games all night. Euchre and Yahtzee. So Christmas Day was, you know, a chill and nice family day, and I really enjoyed that. Then yesterday we took a boat over to this beautiful city, Colonia, and I love it here, guys. It's so beautiful, it's so tropical, it's exactly what I love. So right now we're just going for a walk. We're actually leaving today, taking a bus to Montevideo. Alright, so Lance and I just secured the bag.
We did.
Lance,
after waiting for longer than we probably expected.
Yeah, but the place was really cool. I like the vibe, and I really wanted these arepas since I saw them of a store who had it in Colonia, but they were closed like all day. So finally found them, even though Lance got a burger instead, but It seems promising. Like the food just looked really, really good there.
It smells fantastic, and they gave me extra bacon in place of cheese, which is...
Yeah, who does that? Nobody in the U.S. would do like sub bacon for cheese, so yeah.
Everyone
And then
knows the value of bacon in the U.S.
they also gave us some fries. Mom and Dad are lame and they got Subway, just like you could get anywhere else in the world,
Travel to
so...
another country and grab Subway.
Exactly. So we're walking back to the hotel right now. What time is it? Do you have your watch?
Oh, 2 something.
2 something.
I don't wear a watch.
We're supposed to be leaving at 4 something. We have a 7 o'clock flight to Chile tonight. Overall, what do you think of Uruguay?
Oh, it's very impressive.
Or
You can
Montevideo
tell-
in general?
Yeah, no, yeah, I would actually say that it's really progressive, which I find to be pretty
I
cool.
love it. I love the look. I love the weather. I love the palm trees. I love the progressiveness and I love the stores. Just the whole vibe in general is really great.
Yeah.
I don't know if I prefer here over Buenos Aires, but
I might prefer here a little bit more. I think the architecture is slightly more impressive, which is
They're like-
something that kind of matters to me.
they're like on par, like the same level to me. So I don't know. I would have to spend a little bit more time to really decide which one I like more, but hopefully I will have the chance to come back here someday. It's funny because this guy is talking to Dad, and Dad knows no Spanish, not one word, maybe gracias, and that's it. But so we just got to the beach area of Montevideo, where it's not the beach town necessarily, where they say is like the best spot to go, but it's where the Montevideo sign is. That, would you say, Dad, they put it up temporarily and they're going to take it down?
They put it up in 2012 temporarily, and people liked it so much, became a kind of iconic to the city, that they built more of a permanent sign 2014. They say it's predominantly white, but they paint it actually nowadays for different events.
Yeah, so today it's blue with white and red marks on it. I took a picture with it, so I think that's what everyone does. But yeah, right now we're just walking along the beachfront. Very beautiful. If we had time, I would love to go swimming, but it's almost time to leave. Lance and I just ate the food super quickly, and then now he's taking a shower. He didn't even get the chance to come, but yeah, we're just gonna go for a quick walk, take a taxi back, and head to the airport. Okay, so we have made it to Santiago, Chile, and I have to say, landing here last night was probably one of the best landing sites I've ever seen in my life. They had mountains with snow on it, and I don't know, I just don't see that ever. I mean, we've been here once before when I was about 13, and I must have not had a window seat, or it must have been dark, because I do not remember landing into that. So that was really beautiful. Right now we're walking up this mountain in Santiago. This is the beautiful scenery. Even just the streets driving down here has all been great. I'm almost at the top. This is the view from here. Very beautiful. You see Christ the Redeemer or something like that up there. I've lost my family. They're waiting for Dad, and he's stopping like every 10 feet. And I want this to be a workout. Okay, so we all made it to the top now. We saw, it's not Christ the Redeemer, we saw Virgin Mary. Got some refreshing smoothies. Mom's eating peanuts, and Lance got Oreo. So we're just chilling, probably gonna walk around, take some pictures. It's really beautiful from up here, and then, I don't know, that's kind of our day.
And hot.
It's hot. Oh yeah, I forgot to mention, it's like 90 degrees, so I'm not like, yeah, so I'm not being a baby, like complaining that I'm exhausted and all. It's hot. So how is everybody enjoying Chile so far?
It's impressive,
Yeah.
Mountains are
Just
fantastic.
nice mountain, nice views.
We're in the, cable car right now, and yeah, we only have a couple hours here, so we're just making the most of it by going up this mountain. It will definitely prepare us for this 10-hour flight we have tonight. So I forgot to vlog anything else, but we are on our way to the airport right now. So overall, I'm just gonna say it's been a great trip. Yeah.
No, I didn't know you wanted me to say anything. We have a lot of great places we travel to.
And I think Santiago's my favorite city.
Santiago, I know, it really just takes the top, and we weren't even planning on coming here.
I was going to say the smaller Uruguayan town was probably tied for favorite along with Buenos Aires.
Yeah, I don't know, like, there's so many different terrains in Santiago. You could go to the beach, you could climb a mountain, you could go see the city. There's all these things to do, but also Uruguay and Buenos Aires have like different cultural components to it that I found really interesting. So I guess I would just recommend to see them all. So, but all right, thanks for watching. Adios.